With rhyme and reason and dragonly flair, let's fan the flames of a tale worth the share. Fabled News presents The Forest of Shhh. Or, if you see something, say nothing. In a forest quite vast, where the tall timbers grew, lived critters of every opinion and hue. They bustled and bartered, they argued, they played. Their forest was messy, but mostly well made. Then one day a bear with a glimmering coat appeared on a stump and began to emote. "I'll clean up this forest. I'll tighten the seams. You'll thank me, I promise. I'll govern your dreams." He smiled so wide and he sounded so grand that critters applauded with claps of each hand. He speaks like a poem, so strong and polite, though no one quite asked if his facts were all right. He hired some birds who repeated his lines. Best bear of all read the shimmering signs. And though some old owls said, "That's a bit strange," the bear made new rules, then called it a change. He replaced the head beaver, who'd built all the dams, with a friend from the swamp who liked bongos and yams. The frog who kept numbers was quietly dropped. She asked too many questions, so that had to stop. A skunk who once painted the news on a tree was told, "Stick to smiles or else you'll see me." And soon every creature, both nervous and small, just clapped and repeated, "No thinking at all." The bear gave them badges and ribbons and cheers, while whispering, "Loyalty conquers all fears." They nodded, they clapped, they tried to look proud, for silence was golden, and speaking was loud. Some tried to protest, to challenge or poke, but they found their names missing from festival folk. "You're too negative," chirped a bluebird with zest. "Don't ruin the mood, we like happy best." So the protests died down, but the problems remained. The pond turned to gravy, the trees looked ashamed. The berries were fewer, the sky looked like lead. But the bear said, "Ignore it, just cheer more instead." And his cheerleaders twirled while the forest went gray. Still they all shouted, "What a wonderful day!" But one day, the echo fell strangely flat. No crowd, no parade, just one sleepy gnat. The bear climbed his stump and gave his best roar, but nobody clapped like the dozens before. He blinked in confusion, then gave a small smirk and chuckled, "Ah, well, guess it's time that I shirk." He brushed off his fur and adjusted his crown, winked at the gnat, and strolled out of town. "It was fun while it lasted," he said with a grin, then vanished so fast he left barely a spin. The parrots fell silent, the banners came down, the squirrels all blinked, the rabbits looked round. The silence remained, but this time it was clear they'd traded their voices for one bear's cheer. Then one little fox with a sign in her paw whispered, "That wasn't strength, just a whole lot of blah." And a mole who'd been hiding from all the fake news said, "Next time let's vote for someone with views." The forest now hums with a rumble and crack as voices return and free speech comes back. They argue, they bicker, they question and test, but they speak their minds loud, and that's usually best. So question your leaders, be brave when you must, for power that's blind will betray every trust. You've just watched Fabled News.